Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, I wanted to go over 5 things to consider when you're accepting to sign on to any sign-on bonus, whether it's Coast Guard, whether it's Marines or Army, National Guard, or anything like that. The reason for it is because there's a lot of people that go through these problems where they go into like a critical rating or a sign-on bonus, a quick ship bonus, or any incentive that kind of are drivers to get people to sign up and giving them some kind of money. So I wanted to kind of go through these five things that I would recommend because I have two close friends of mine that kind of went through this phase where they chose a rate and it didn't really work out for them, and for many reasons. It's a lot of these ratings, they don't work out for everybody. So they're kind of going through the process where they're about to separate, and they're about to separate from the rate or that job, as you would say. And it's kind of taxing on their time and a lot of reasons why. So I just wanted to give this video out there and put it out there and kind of give some tips. So number one would be job demand. So I would say for these jobs, consider that if they're offering a bonus for these jobs, I know it's probably common sense, but like they're probably not. These jobs are probably the least favorite in their branch, or they're jobs that just probably are harder to keep people in. They probably have a high turnaround rate, and people don't really like it. They don't feel as fulfilled, and so it's important for you that whenever you're trying to decide on a rate, let's say for example the Coast Guard, and you're trying to decide which rate is going to be best for me here, try to really look into it. I know that the bonuses might seem nice, but really look into it because again, you don't want to go into the job and realize like, oh, this is why the job is open, because no one likes this job. It sucks, it's boring, or it's high tense or intense. And yeah, so the job satisfaction might not be there. But a quick example of my two friends, they went into a certain rate, and I know them. They've been good friends of mine, and they went into the rate. But one of them, the job, it just was something that didn't really satisfy them as much, as far as like their personal goals and skills didn't align with what the job um, had to offer them. The job was more on edge all the time, a lot of stress, a lot of like situations where really it just not everyone wants to be in those situations where you're dealing with people and making decisions and trying to collect information, and it can be very difficult at times. And my other friend, um, for her, it was just completely different. She wants to be more social with people. She wants to be engaged in communicating with others and be out of a room and basically be out there doing things. So I know that it's very like common sense. It's like, oh yeah, it's like duh, but it's like no, really think about it, because sometimes the bonuses really like catch us and they hook us in, and they really um, push us to choose something, but that that could really we can take back in the future and just kind of be like, man, why did I do that, and regret it. So number two is going to be the length of service and commitment. So always look into the length of the service and what you need to really commit to. And what I mean by that is like how many years? How many years do you need to commit to this job? For example, the Army or something, the MOS. You want to be like an officer in the Army. How long do you have to do it for? And another thing is, do you have to extend your contract? If you're already in the service and you're taking on a new bonus, do you have to extend? And even if you're not, I'll give you guys an example with me. For example, for me, I chose a rate that did have a bonus at the time. And when it had the bonus, I didn't know that. I thought I was good. Usually, like I tried to read everything that was involved with the bonus and everything, all the requirements and everything, like in the hidden little edges of the sentences. And basically, I thought I was good to go. Next thing you know, I get to my station, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? You're gonna have to extend." And it's like, I was under the impression like, why would I have to extend when I'm good. I met these requirements. I checked every box and everything looked good. So why do I have to extend? And they're just like, it's in writing. It's here. You need to fulfill this amount of time, and if you don't fulfill the 4 years, you can't get the bonus. Blah blah blah. And that's what I mean. Where things like you want to really look into it and just kind of see like for those hidden surprises because maybe you're anticipating like only doing 2 years or 3 years, and then next thing you know you have to reenlist another 2 years on top of the two you only had left, and that can really put you back on other goals, whether school or whatever the case is. Number three, it would be like tax implications. This is a huge one too because um, you you're not gonna get like exactly what you're expecting. So I'll give you guys another personal experience here. So I was the rate that I had chosen had a bonus, and um, the bonus was 40K at the time. When I got the when I was under the impression I was going to get the 40K. At the time also there was a quick ship bonus. Quick ship bonus meant like, hey, if you leave under 2 weeks, you will get 10K. I took on that challenge. I took I accepted that. So I did a quick ship bonus, right? And then I get to my first station, and I'm waiting like years for this bonus. So that's another thing to consider too, is like, when will you receive this payment? Because sometimes you go in thinking like, oh, I'm going to sign up in like 3 months, I'll be good to go. Like, no, I didn't get mine maybe for like 4 or 5 months out. So, and some people, it took almost a year to even get it. So sometimes be prepared that the bonus isn't going to come right away. It could take time, and it's going to be heavily taxed, especially depending on where you are stationed. That's another good tip I wanted to give you guys. Well, let me finish this real quick. So, yeah, I was going to get 40K. I got the quick ship bonus. When I chose my rate, I was under the impression like, oh, cool. If I choose this rate, I'm going to get 40K. And I thought, like, cool, like, who doesn't want 40K? Like, I was like, cool, bring it. Like, 40K, I'll buy myself a burger and a cheeseburger, but it's the same thing. Well, I'll buy myself like Chinese food or something good, do something good, put it all on black or something. But, anyways, that did not happen. I ended up only getting 30K because, and I had to extend my contract because, of course, they get you somehow. So you just want to look out for that. They got me with taxes. I'm a California resident, um, and basically I got taxed really heavy because California taxes are crazy. And then they deducted the the quick ship bonus. So I didn't know about that. I thought you can stack bonuses because there's a lot of hearsay. Like, you're always going to hear people say like, oh yeah, no, if you do this, if you do that, you'll be good, or oh no, you can do this and you can do that. Trust me. Unless you see it on paper, don't believe anyone. And I'm telling you because you can, I mean, I don't want to like go on forever talking about this, but just if you don't see it on paper and you're not staring at it, don't believe people because it's probably not true. And um, so yeah, so they deducted 10,000, making it 30,000. Got a huge tax from California. Boom, only $20,000. Imagine that. What am I supposed to do with 20? Just kidding. 20 was awesome. I mean, it's better than nothing. So, anyways, so I got the 20, and one tip that I will give you is, if you are getting a bonus and you are going to take on the bonus and you love it, you want the job, and you're going to get this bonus, a way you can get save some money is like, when you go to your first station, your YN can change your residency. So you'll put your new address, stuff like that, and you're basically, your administration person can change your residency, so that way if you go anywhere else when you do get your bonus, it's under that like Washington tax or something like that. So, for example, for me, I was in Washington. I could have changed it, and I would have not been taxed so high. So that's something to look into and to think about, especially when it comes to the time frames, because you won't always get it as soon as you thought. For example, again, like the 40K, that one took about five. I would say about like 4.5 months to get something like that. But I only got 20K, so it was like kind of sucked. But anyways, number four would be the bonus payout structure. So sometimes, depending on what you are, how you're gonna, sorry, depending on what bonus you sign up for and which branch you're in. Like, I just met some army guys that I'm working with, and they told me, one of them told me about their MOS school, and I think it's called MOS or MO, but basically it's like cop, and he was granted a 40K bonus in the army to go MOS, but his bonus is completely different than mine. I got more of a lump sum, and he got more of every year that he's in that rate or in that job, he gets a percentage of his bonus that was promised to him, and that pretty much happens until he completes his time in. So if it was 6 years, they divided the 40 into those 6 years, and every year, every time he completes one, he gets a bigger paycheck. But then I also have another friend that got a quick ship bonus, for example. Well, it was a quick ship bonus, and he got extra money every check. So they divided 10K into small uh, installments of like $220, let's say. So on his check, if he was getting $1,000, he's getting now 1,220 or whatever. So it really depends, and you want to look into that because I know it can be something so small, but it can piss somebody off. I mean, if you got stuff to pay and they're telling you, oh no, we're gonna pay you at like this, or oh every year you're gonna get this, then it's like, come on, dude, like no, I want my lump sum. But anyways, number five would be get all the details when you sign up. So of course, this is just reiterating that um, don't believe what people say. Don't even believe your recruiter sometimes, and really just get as much information as you can. And then it's very important, just get that information, do your own digging, and really find out what clause is in that bonus, what's connected to it, what are like the hidden writing or underwritings in there, and trying to figure out all the details that way. They're not trying to be sneaky. And another thing too is like weigh your opportunity costs. Like, will, because bonuses aren't bad entirely. Like, I know I just gave you guys the five things to really like look out for, but some bonuses could benefit you. If you're young and you don't have time to lose, that's correction, and you have time to lose, um, a quick bonus, whether you get it now or later, or in small increments, it doesn't really matter. You're still getting the money. So that can be a benefit for you. Or if you just need to pay a car off, or if you just need to meet a specific goal, or you want to invest in Bitcoin, or yeah, XRP, or you wanted to invest it in a home or a down payment, then that's good. You can go ahead and those bonuses do help out. But for those that like don't want to be on standby and getting surprises and all these little things, look at the paperwork before you sign, and just be ready for any surprise, because really anything can happen. And once you sign the paper, you're done. Like, that's a wrap. You're in, and you're not getting out ever. Just kidding. You will get out. I mean, you will get out. But anyways, other than that, I would say just really make sure you love the rate. I know I get a lot of people that say like, "Oh, is this a good rate? Is that a good rate?" Um, a lot of rates are just different, Like, there's not going to be a right thing. Everyone's different, so every job can be uh, it doesn't fit everybody. Not every job fits everybody, and it's going to be your own experience. So whatever job you're considering going into, just weigh your pros and cons, and really think about, if you can get more gain, then it might be a good decision. If you're just breaking even with this job, then maybe not. If there's no satisfaction and there's nothing you can really gain from it, then don't take on that challenge, whether they give you the money or not, because sometimes you will be stuck there and you'll hate every day at the office, and you'll just make everybody's day worse. So really just think about it, and yeah. Other than that, though, I hope you guys are doing great, and thanks for watching. And I hope this video can help out somebody out there. But yeah, just take your time. Don't feel rushed. Um, I just saw a video today that, like, you're gonna spend at least like 20. You're gonna be working from, like, let's say 18 to like 65, and then when you're not working, you're just you're a baby to a young adult, and then you're retiring. So everything in the center is your life working. So make sure that you choose something that you actually enjoy, because you don't want to just waste all this time in that center of your life. So really look into it. Find something you love, and if even if it's not something you love, but you need it as a stepping stone to get somewhere, and you're doing it for a bonus to get somewhere, that's fine. That's totally fine and acceptable. But just try to choose something that you at least kind of enjoy, or that you think you'll kind of enjoy, because it could be difficult. My two friends right now are kind of on standby. They're just kind of waiting, and it sucks, because I want them to be happy doing things they want to do, and it sucks that maybe that things didn't work out for them. And but yeah, kind of good to just look in deeper, and if you make a wrong decision, just know that the process to exit the job is also a hassle. Trying to separate from a certain job, like a rate, or something that you signed up for, trying to get out of it, especially if it's a critical rating, it could be very difficult. It takes time and effort, and a lot of pressure put on your command and stuff like that. So yeah, just do your digging and check it out. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one and take care. And I'll try to be in touch soon. Peace.